Okay, I'm going to start by telling you a story of a problem that an employee came to their manager with. And the problem was, I can no longer afford to drive to work. And she presented it in such a way that, hey, manager, this is your problem to solve. Now, this is a lovely example of what is your problem to solve and what is not your problem to solve. Now, clearly, your problem to solve as a manager is, are you paying your staff fairly for the market rate at the moment? And this is your responsibility to check that out and to keep an eye on market comparables and just see what your competitors are offering. And are we paying fair market rate at the moment? It's also your decision to make whether you pay top dollar for staff or average or slightly below. Those are business strategy decisions that you need to make. That is your problem to solve. But once you're certain that what you're paying is the right amount of money, your staff member coming to you and saying, I can no longer afford to drive to work, is not your problem. Absolutely not your problem. And if a staff member does come to you with that kind of statement, and let's be fair, it is going to be more likely with the energy prices and everything going on at the moment. The thing for you to say is, I'm sorry to hear that, but it's not my problem to solve. End. That's it. That's all you say. What they're actually trying to communicate to you is, hey, I can't afford to live, or I can't afford to live as I used to live. Yeah, and kind of veiled threat, I'm going to leave if you don't pay me more money so I can drive to work. But you have no idea what their financial decisions are, what the financial choices they could make are. You have no idea about what opportunities they could take to solve this problem. Could they carpool? Could they come on an electric bike? Could they jog into work? I mean, you have no idea of what could solve that problem. It is most definitely their problem to solve. I'm sorry to hear that, but I can't solve that problem. That's your problem to solve. That's it. And then walk away. Now, of course, they may resign. And the job market at the moment is a bit tight, to say this, finding good candidates is a bit tight at the moment. But if they resign over that, then it's a real need, or they were going to resign anyway. And this was the last straw. And quite frankly, if they are half out of the door already, it's better to have them fully out of the door than sort of hanging around kind of thing. So no, it's their problem to solve. That's it. Whatever they decide, it's their problem to solve. This is where it comes in, lots of managers are really helpful people, lovely people who want to solve problems. And the real trick here is to know what is your problem to solve and what is their problem to solve. Now, what an exercise, if this has all become blurred for you, you don't quite know, an exercise to do is to really think, what are the things that only I, as the manager, the boss, can do and solve? What really are those boundaries? And what are the responsibilities of my team members to solve? And I would just sit down and write that list out and then have a conversation with your staff. These are the problems that are mine to solve. These are the problems that are yours to solve. And give them permission to go and solve those problems. There's something very powerful about actually using this phrase, and I give you permission to go and do that. Now, along with giving them permission, you obviously need to give them the resources and the information that they need in order to do that. I was talking to another manager the other day, and we were talking about bonuses, and he had set a bonus, and I said, do they have the information they need in order to reach that bonus? And he realized that he'd set them a bonus when they didn't actually have the information to reach that bonus. And I said, well, why are you setting it? So you need to just check that. Do they have all the information that they need in order to solve that problem? And then, so now you've got really clear boundaries and everybody knows. Clarity, clarity, clarity. The other thing, if you do this, and this is what you need to put in place to make sure that it all works, you need to be happy in allowing your staff to make mistakes. Now, there's a couple of things here. Sometimes they may make a mistake in order for you to take responsibility back. It's rather like asking a teenager to do the washing up, and they do the washing up so badly that you go, oh, for God's sake, it'd be quicker to do it myself. And then you end up with a 22-year-old in the house who never washes up. Because the ploy of doing the washing up so badly worked. You took responsibility back. Now, teenagers do that, and yeah, our staff members can sometimes do that. Oh, they really don't want responsibility, so they will do things cautiously or badly in an effort to get you to take it back on. Now, you've got to resist that, and if mistakes are made, you've got to coach them through that. What was the mistake? What have you learned from it? What are you going to do next time? Go ahead and do it, basically, in short term. Yeah? But the real thing here is knowing what is your problem. Only you can solve that problem. And making the distinction between what is a problem that they can solve, that's their responsibility to solve. And the clearer you are on that, the easier it's going to be for everyone. And the more free time you're going to have to actually solve your problems, the problems that are yours, without bothering with all that stuff over there. Yeah, go to it. Draw that line. Decide what the distinction is between your problem and their problem. Take care now. Bye.